President Bush took a brief moment tonight to say goodbye to the American people.
It has been the privilege of a lifetime to serve as your president. There have been good days and tough days. But every day I have been inspired by the greatness of our country and uplifted by the goodness of our people.
It was not the only farewell the president has given.
Turns out this isn't one of these presidencies where you ride off into the sunset, kind of waving goodbye.
It was not even the only farewell he gave today. Earlier, he stopped by the State Department to thank Secretary Condoleezza Rice and employees of that department.
This is a fabulous department and a vital part of making sure this country remains secure in the long run. And it's been a joy to work with you.
He's on a farewell tour. Earlier this week, the president gave his last press conference.
As I look to the room, I see Jake, Mike, Herman, and Compton. It just seemed like yesterday that I was on the campaign trail and you were analyzing my speeches and my policies.
He seemed wistful.
So are you going to be here for President Obama?
I will.
Pretty cool job.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
Yours might be better.
Yeah. What, retirement?
Retirement has certainly been on his mind for a long time. As far back as October 2007, the president was talking about the job ending.
It's 15 more months. I'm going to sprint to the finish. You don't have to worry about that. Okay, I'm going to give it my all.
Some who have met with or interviewed the president have suggested he seemed a bit distant in the last few months, as if he already had one foot out the door. The White House rejects that, but either way, he's clearly mindful of the clock ticking down. Everything has become a landmark. His last Asia-Pacific summit.
And now that I'm headed to retirement, my last trip as president is to APEC here in Lima.
His final confab with Dmitry Medvedev.
This will be my last meeting as the sitting president with the leader of Russia.
And on and on. His last trip on Air Force One, last parade, last trip to church, last bike ride, last Medal of Freedom ceremony, cabinet meeting, meeting with a visiting head of state. Along the way, some have taken the opportunity to make some history of their own, as with his last trip to Iraq. Mr. Bush has said goodbye in his distinct style as a man who likes nicknames.
And I thank my friend John Negroponte. I call him Ponte.
As a man occasionally prone to emotions, as with his farewell to White House staffers.
I will be honored to stand with you at the finish line. May God bless you.
He's hardly the first exiting president to savor these last moments. And apparently these next few months could be tough.
It's very tough. I think it is to actually get underway as a private citizen.
First of all, they play a song every time you walk in the room, right? They play Hail to the Chief. I was lost for 3 weeks after I left the White House because nobody played a song anymore. I never knew where I was. I was totally disoriented.
One other person squeezing these last drops out of the president's long goodbye.
I know it's sad, but change is necessary. Without change, we'd all wear the same clothes every day and only watch the movie Tango and Cash.
Comedian Will Ferrell, whose one-man show, You're Welcome, America, A Final Night with George W. Bush, starts on Tuesday, the day President Bush leaves Washington, D.C.
Starting January 20th, the big dog will be off the leash.
Parting does not have to be such sweet sorrow. This is Jake Tapper for Nightline at the White House.